Hey guys, Kevin here to bring you a new video today, where today I'm going to be doing today's edition of Horror October, and for today's film I'm going to be reviewing Zombieland Double Tap. I'm not going to really waste much time getting to this review because, based on my analytics, people who watch these videos always seem to tune out of them after like a couple minutes on average. So I'm sorry if I'm dragging on with introduction or whatever, or you just don't like the video, I'm sorry. But yeah, Zombieland Double Tap was an interesting movie. It was kind of good. It didn't exactly bring anything like new and innovative to the table with it. It kind of did a lot of the same things that it did in the original one, with just like the meta humor and like pop culture reference humor and just like different ways to be funny, I guess. It just had like witty remarks and all sorts of things with like all these rules they had for surviving zombie apocalypse. And yeah, it was just a lot of like what the first one did, but it was fun, I suppose. We see some character developments that happen where they're now living in the White House. They've been living in the White House for the past like 10 years and just like doing their own thing. And the reason this whole movie happened, which I think is stupid, is there's like a big plot point that happens where Little Rock, the youngest, decides to run away from home, and then they spend a lot of the movie trying to find her. So I found that kind of I don't know, kind of dumb as far as like a reason to like have a plot. Like it just like the movie itself, it just feels like it wasn't really necessary. Like it's kind of a dumb reason just to be like, okay, let's go find Little Rock. This is the start of the story. Like, otherwise, we would have just been kept doing the same thing for the next 10 years as well. Like, it's just, yeah, like, a lot of it is like that, like them trying to find Little Rock. And eventually they do, and then they have to, like, fend off zombies. And they also, like, stay at this hotel where they meet people, and there's some fun references to, like, Elvis there, because Woody Harrelson's character Tallahassee loves Elvis, and like they meet these people. They also meet these people who end up like getting infected, that are interesting, I guess. But yeah, they meet those people, and they end up having to leave, and they find where Little Rock is finally, and then they face off against a bunch of zombies, and then yeah, it's a pretty good story. It's not like I just wasn't really all that excited to watch it, but I mean, definitely doesn't really have any horror elements to it. Like if you're expecting like a horror movie, like this is not the movie. Like it's strictly really a comedy, which is what the first one was as well. It's really just comedy. Like it's it's purely comedy. I mean, I watched this because I mean it's zombies, so like kind of have a reason for it. I mean, but it's not really horror in any way. But this is Horror October, but it's whatever, I guess. But yeah, either way, it was enjoyable somewhat. Woody Harrelson puts on a pretty hilarious performance in this movie. That's pretty damn entertaining, I would say. I quite enjoyed his performance in this. Emma Stone was decent too. Jesse Eisenberg was decent. They had this other guy, Thomas Middleditch, who's like the Verizon guy. I don't like him. Like he was in Godzilla King of the Monsters too, and I think he made the movie annoying and bad. Like I just don't like his actor, like his whole like how he's portrayed himself. Like you, dude, you're just the Verizon guy. Like get the fuck out of here. Like I just I'm sorry to like disrespect him like that, but like it's just so cringy watching someone from like a Verizon commercial trying to like act in like a movie. Like it just seems like kind of like too big of a jump, when you go from being a guy telling you about like getting a new phone plan or buying a phone with unlimited data for this and that to, an actor in a movie like doing all this stuff. And like yeah, he puts on an okay performance, though, I guess. Not really. But, like, it was kind of funny, though, because, like, he gets compared to, like, Jesse Eisenberg's character, Columbus, and, like, they have, like, the same things going on, so there's kind of, like, a funny, funny bit with like them acting the same. And like Woody Harrelson also meets a guy who's also similar to him. I think his name is Florida. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, and he's also like him. So there you see like some funny interaction with them having like their doppelgangers. That was kind of memey, but yeah. And then like there's a couple other characters. There's this girl, this really ditzy girl who they introduce, who has sex with Columbus just because she hadn't had sex in a while, which is kind of funny. But yeah, and like yeah, she's really dumb and not that cool, like kind of annoying actually, but that's like her character. Like I wouldn't say really annoying, just like kind of annoying. I don't know. And then like there's this other guy who's like a hippie guy. They call him like a pacifist, like because he's survived the apocalypse without killing anyone. And like Woody Harrelson's character goes nuts over the fact that he was that, which was one of the funniest parts of the movie, because he doesn't kill zombies somehow, which is pretty miraculous, I will say. He's kind of like a stoner dude, like hippie musician guy. Like, I didn't really like that character that much at all. Like, but yeah, eventually they get to this place where it's like a safe haven from zombies, but they melt guns, so you can't use guns to fight zombies. So when they start going off fireworks, the zombies get attracted to that, and they end up having to fend them off without guns, which is pretty miraculous what they do for that. At one point, they run them over with a monster truck. At another point, they drop things on them. Yeah, and then like Woody Harrelson like finds a way to like um, lead them away. Yeah, they do a bunch of cool stuff to kill them without using guns, which is pretty badass. And they do have a really badass beginning scene where they're using guns to kill zombies too. But yeah. But yeah, all in all, I mean, this movie wasn't like amazingly like new and interesting, but like I still liked it for like all the funny stuff it had in it. Even though a lot of the funny stuff was like similar to what the first one was, like it was still entertaining with all the humor it had. And I thought Woody Harrelson delivered like the best performance out of all of them. Like he stood out the most for sure. And like they do have like an end credit scene at the end that features Bill Murray in a cameo, which is pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. Where he like is promoting Garfield 3 Flabby Tabby, which is funny because that's not a real movie, but he's promoting it, which is it's just hilarious. And like the zombie apocalypse ends up breaking out there, and like he battles all these zombies and faces off against them, and it's just so fun to watch him like yeet and like kill them all. Yeah, all in all, pretty entertaining though. I give it a 6.9 out of 10. Yeah, yeah, I have to give it a 6.9 just because like I don't know, it didn't really stand out that much. But yeah, something interesting to note actually before I end this video is that I didn't know about this, but this may be because of like the uproar caused from Joker. I actually went to a theater of showing that was like sensory reduced or something like that. Like I was like, oh god, is it like are they gonna like censor swears or stuff? I asked the guy, and he's like, no, it's just like they just like change the volume and the lights kind of stay on, and like it's just better for like people who have like trouble with their senses, like who are like sensitive to that type of thing. But like for me, it was great. Like I never like asked for this type of thing, but at the same time, like I think it's good that they're doing this because I heard the movie just fine, even though it was quieter. It was quieter. I did notice that, but like the movies don't need to be as loud as a lot of them are. Like I can see why people like may have like rallied for this, or movie theaters are making this change, because when I saw Joker, it was so loud at some points where it was just unnecessary. And like I wouldn't say it was like break my eardrums loud, but it was like just unnecessarily loud to the point where it was just a little annoying. just a little, but like not to the point where I was like, oh, I need to make a change. We need to change this, but like to the point where I was like, yeah, I don't really need it to be this loud. So like it's good. I feel like it's good, um, despite not never thinking of that. But like I'm glad they changed it because like it made for like a better experience for me, in my opinion, for this movie. To just don't have to worry about like extreme loudness, and like it was like the perfect tone, perfect sound. It's not like I couldn't. It's not like I couldn't hear anything. So like yeah, and like I don't know. Maybe I kind of wish it was a little darker, but yeah, it's all good. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this video either way. But I'll see you guys in the next one. So something else to note as well. This movie did actually have a very much cookie cutter ending. I would say it just wasn't all that creative or interesting. So yeah, that also affects my rating for it, for why I gave it that rating. But yeah, either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you next time.